Hello and welcome everybody to our podcast. This is Welcome to Livingston, where we invite local businesses on to talk about what they are doing in the community of Livingston County. My name is Don Putkela.
And I'm Angela Putkela, and we're with the Putkela Group Real Estate Professionals.
Yes, and we are so excited about our episode today. Today we have Kona Ice of Brighton with our owner and operator, Stephanie Dunn. Thank you so much for coming today.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm very, very excited to be here and sharing what we offer for this upcoming summer.
That is so awesome.
Super excited. You were recently at a chamber event, and you were on. I have kind of this big master list of who I want to get on. You know, content is such a big deal, and I saw that you were at this event, and so a couple other people as well too. But it was fun because then you guys were just kind of all there, and I was able to reach out and connect and get you on the schedule.
Yes, it was great to meet you, and we're very glad to be here. I'm very glad.
Wonderful. So for people that don't know, what is Kona Ice?
Kona Ice is a business. We are a catering or food truck business that comes to you. We bring the party to any event, school, church, festival, fundraisers, athletic tournaments, anywhere people gather and want to have some fun and refreshment, we'll be there. So we offer shaved ice. It's a tropical shaved ice, which is a little different from the traditional snow cone because it's really shaved ice. It's like a snowball. And in fact, some of our corporate catering events that we do, we can offer little snowball fights to relieve the tension on their lunch breaks because it really is just like a snowball. And then the flavor is you can put as much flavor on as you want, any combination from our flavor wave. So it's just a very refreshing, nice treat for any age.
Great. No, it's very fun and neat. And we've certainly been to many events that, your food truck was at and attended, and it's fun how excited the kids get.
They do.
Yeah, it is. It's mobile. We make it easy for any host just to call us or email us with a request. If it's on our calendar, we can be there. And we pull in, take about just like 90 seconds to set up and start serving. And kids love to see us come. Then we have music. We have some calypso music that comes with it. There's lights. The wrap on the truck is just very tropical. Takes you away to like you're on a tropical island, and with the flavors too. So it's always fun to have it at a party or at a school or any event, and people really, really enjoy it.
Well, and the kids do get so excited because we've been at cheer events before where we come out and you're there and our daughter sees it and no, we have to stop.
Yes, it's a favorite too. And it's also one of those treats that you really don't get to have any other place. There's very few options for a real shaved ice, and even the traditional snow cone that is more like pellets of ice. So it is a very unique treat. So when people see the truck, I can't really stop anywhere, whether I'm stopping to buy some ice or refresh or stopping for gas. People always say, "Can we have some? Can we have some?" So it's always in demand when the trucks are out on the road.
Right, and I think one of the biggest things is that flavor wave that you talked about. That ability to make your own flavors and to pick what it is, because so often, like you said with, like a snow cone. Are you going to get the blue? Are you going to get the red? You're going to mix them and get the purple. That's
Yeah. The Flavor Wave offers our top 10 flavors, and once the size is picked, or sometimes when we're at a party, it's one size for everybody. The host picks that size. So we shave the ice into the cup, and they take their cup right down the side of the truck to the Flavor Wave and put on any combination of flavors that they would like. And we always have a dye-free option on that Flavor Wave. So there's dye-free and also red dye-free. So it can suit just about anybody with any restricted diet needs or anything. So the flavors can be mixed or matched and put on. We tell the kids you can put on as many as your mom says you can.
So there you go. Yeah. Well, that's smart. Yeah. Now, what areas do you guys service? Like in terms of the geography behind it?
Yeah, we service almost all of Livingston County and a little bit even into the western part of Oakland County. So anywhere from Howell, Heartland, Brighton, South Lyon, Whitmore Lake, New Hudson, Wixom, Milford areas. And then we can go beyond that also. And if there's ever, even into Fowlerville and Weberville, and if there's ever a call that we get that may not be as close to our area, we can always refer to another Kona Ice.
Gotcha. But we love that you're ours, because
Yes.
Livingston County is really where it's at.
Yeah, I moved to Livingston County actually right after I graduated from college. So I've been here since the late 80s. That kind of dates me.
Oh.
But I've been here a while and lived and worked in the area. And then in 2018, my cousin started a Kona Ice business in Lansing, and I fell in love with it. So I thought, we've got to bring this to Livingston County. So started the business in 2019 and have been very blessed by how welcomed it was and how much people in the community like what we do, like our product, and the fundraising that can come along with it also. So we're very blessed.
Yeah, that's right. Can you tell us a little bit more about the fundraising element of it?
Yeah, it's like a profit share or a give back. So wherever a large group gathers, we can serve and then give back a portion of those total gross sales. And we write a check out right before we leave. So we try and make it as easy as possible for any of the hosts or fundraising entities. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a 501c3 nonprofit. We can do that for sports teams or athletics, churches, schools, cheerleading groups. We try and find anybody who would like to have a fundraiser, Boy Scouts, to be able to find an event where we can come and serve and then give back to that group.
That is awesome. I know we saw you at Howell Senior Survivor last year.
Yes.
You came in at one of the lunches there. All the high school kids we had a senior survivor at the time, and you guys were outside, and oh my gosh, even the high schoolers, they get so excited.
Yes, we come to, at the end in the spring, we do senior survivor, but we also are invited in to serve just the seniors at lunchtime, and it's a free one. So I've had one young gentleman that he was a freshman. He's tried every year to get one, and we have to turn him away because they need to show their ID because it's only for seniors. And he said, next year I really can get it. I'll show you. I'll be a senior next year. So this year we will be able to serve him, and he'll be so happy. I'll be happy to finally do it too. So.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What a nice tradition, though.
Yeah. But for Senior Survivor, we do Brighton Senior Survivor too, where we come in at lunch and give back a portion to their cause. Always a very good cause.
Fantastic. And that's
Very
one
cool.
of the neat parts about our community, that whole Senior Survivor thing. Our son is off at college now. He's out of state. And all these other kids from all these other states, they've never heard of anything like this.
Wow.
They were they're amazed. And to him, it's like, oh, this is what's really cool. Brighton and Howell, they both do it and raise so much money for fantastic causes.
Yep. And it's a way for the community through the schools and those young adults to learn ways to fundraise, give back, and the causes that are in their area and how much they can impact and touch other people.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Such a great sentiment.
Yep.
So neat. Now, in terms of events, though, you had said something about Chill Out Day, and I know you're at sometimes different public events too. So tell us a little more about that.
Well, Chill Out Day I'll mention now because it's coming up pretty quick. On a national level, Kona Ice has recognized Tax Day as something that can be dreaded by people and something that people don't look forward to, and it can have a lot of stress associated with it. So on a national level, and Kona Ice of Brighton participates too, we offer free Kona Ice on that day. Usually it's April 15th. Sometimes if it's on a weekend, it can be a different day. But this year, it's Monday, April 15th. And we will have Kona Ice, one of our trucks out in this area, offering free shaved ice. And it's going to be, I'm working out the details, so I can't say exactly where it's going to be, but the timing will probably be right around 11 o'clock in the morning till 2 p.m. so people can come on their lunch hour. And it will be in a very central, easy to get to location. So I'm very happy we've participated in that every year. We've loved doing that, and it kind of also opens up our season. In April is when we really start to get busy, when the weather gets a little bit warmer. So we be watching, go to our Facebook page, which I think is going to be shown here.
Yeah, we'll have in the show
it is,
notes and
or the website, and you will find out where we are located.
a mystery location.
Yes.
or if you're just driving by, you're like, there's the truck.
Yes, we'll try and put up some big flags and signs and let people know where that's at, but be on the lookout for that. And no matter what age you are, whether you pay taxes or don't pay taxes or whatever your tax situation is, you can come in and we say there's no taxation without relaxation. So come
brilliant.
in and enjoy Kona Ice, a free Kona Ice on that day. Yep. So we do, with the warmer weather, we've actually had a few calls and we've gone out to some businesses and some parks and recs events when it's been a little warmer. So we are out in business now. This week it's supposed to cool down a little bit, but just let us know. And again, that contact information will be there. We will be happy to come out to any type of event.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that whole corporate event type of thing.
Yes. Yeah. We when we first started out, I didn't quite realize how important or how good it can be as a morale boost for employees to have an employee appreciation by their HR or their bosses. So one of the things that we like to do, because I've come from a manufacturing background that went 24/7 all the time and always had people rotating through. Someone was always working in the plant, that we will service all 3 shifts. We just did one when it was really warm at the beginning of March. We went out at 3:15 in the morning to serve for an hour and a half, and then came back for their lunch hour, and then again for which would have been their second shift, about 7 o'clock at night. So we can rotate through people and make sure that we can accommodate all 3 shifts. And even in the summer, especially when it is so hot, it's a nice refreshment for any kind of corporate business, plants, even customer appreciations too.
Right.
If there's different businesses that have an open house or just a certain day to have customers have a free Kona Ice on your company as a treat or a thank you.
Great. Yeah, we're definite believers in client appreciation events and have certainly hosted some, and but not this. This would be a
Which means
great
that,
idea.
Kona Ice coming to
Wheels
our
are
customers in
turning.
2024.
Yeah. Which is great. We've had the theater in downtown Howell on before, and we always, our big event that we always do, we change things up in between, but we always show It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas down there.
Okay.
So, but those
good.
client appreciation events are that's a very big deal. And this is just one that's interesting and neat and something that appeals to so many people, because I think adults get just as excited
They
as the
do.
kids do.
Yeah. And to that point, what are some of the different party packages you guys have?
So we have we have the top 10 flavors on the Flavor Wave. So those are mainly fruit flavors, but there's also pina colada. And again, it's non-alcoholic. There's absolutely no alcohol, just the flavor. I say
So
it's
kind
all
of mocktails.
Yes,
right?
the mocktails.
I like that.
I say it's all the taste with none of the trouble that comes with
Okay.
alcohol. So
There
it's
you go.
taste,
Smart.
very good tropical taste. But then we also have a line of products that are the mocktails, and we have more, again, no alcohol, just the flavor of a margarita or a daiquiri or a fuzzy navel, bourbon, black cherry, vanilla, cosmopolitan, Mai Tai. So we have a lot of different, sangria. So we have a lot of different flavors that can appeal to an adult palate. And but we also have a lot of summer flavors like green apple, root beer, lemonade, lavender lemonade. So there's lots of different flavors that we can offer. So if you have a specific event that you would like to have those mocktails, we can discuss that, or not have those. Some people don't want to have that type of flavor either. But we want to accommodate and make the party exactly what you want it to be, whatever your event, whether it's a small birthday party, a graduation party, a retirement party. We do whatever we can do to make it the exact event that you would like. Some people like the music that we play. Others have their own, so that's fine too. We don't have to play the music. They'll play their own. So we do whatever we can to make it exactly the way you want it.
Great. No, that's nice because it really individualizes things. So that way somebody doesn't feel like, oh, it's the same old, kind of thing. That really allows you to personalize it.
Yep.
Well, with so much you guys do and everything, do you have a number of trucks then?
We have 2 trucks.
Okay.
We have 2 trucks, and the kids are very astute. They almost look identical, but there's a little bit of difference.
So the kids know.
Them. They know. And the big tell is the license plate. We have one called Kona Gal that I mainly drive, and then the license plate for the other one is Kona Guy, and that's one my husband drives. Then we also have a small, what we call a kiosk. It's a little trailer. It almost looks like a golf cart that pulls behind a pickup truck and can go into some very small footprints. Like, for instance, we'll leave that at a baseball tournament in the spring for Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights right by their concession stand because it fits nicely there. And then we just bring in the supplies every morning that we need. So we have 3 different pieces of equipment.
Very cool.
And depending on the size of the event or what event is going on, we can take whichever one fits the bill.
Very good. And it sounded like the kind of the Kona character might be having some changes here.
Yes. Yeah. The Kona Guy is one of the first trucks. It's a little bit, the wrap is a little bit older. And so every 7 years, the trucks get a facelift. They get anything tweaked inside and out to be brought back to brand new. So now the 2 trucks that we have will be almost identical, except one of the new features that the Kona Guy will have, and that he's going in to be have that facelift done early April. So he'll be back towards the end of April, back in service. And it will have monitors, TV monitors on the side that can display messages. So right now we have handwritten signs that can say congratulations to a graduate or thank you to our customers. So now we'll have a lot more opportunity to put a video content with logos or, the company's logo or a photo, different things that the company can use with our monitors to say thank you or congratulations. Right. And then at other times it will be a menu that we have if we're at a festival where people will buy individually, then we can put our menu up there so it's a little clearer, easier to read what our offerings are.
Great. No, that sounds like it really kind of definitely updates.
That's exciting.
We're excited to bring that too. It is. It's very cool.
Now, in terms of those festivals, like which ones do you participate in through the summer?
We're definitely at Balloon Fest. We are at Memorial Day parades up in Heartland. We're at Kensington Park for a lot of different events, and especially the fireworks there. We're at Fowlerville Fireworks. The Brighton festivals are coming back, I think, this year too, back to downtown. So the art festival and Smoke and Jazz and Blues will also be there. Yes. So in lots of different sports tournaments too at the Legacy Center. We're at those festivals. So Melon Fest too. Melon Fest is a big one. Yes. Yeah, we're there. So lots of the different festivals in the area too. And last year we were at Pumpkin Fest in South Lyon, and I hope to be there again this year. That was late in September, the last weekend in September, but it was gorgeous and hot. And we also roll out our fall flavors. We have like a pumpkin spice latte, a caramel macchiato, a fireball. So we have different fall flavors, that candy corn flavor, things that come out in the fall. Yeah. Yes.
See, this is great. And then, feel free to have the interview, pull it all out to your socials before that. Nice little shout out that way. And But wow, all these things you don't even think about.
You don't even think about,
sound so delicious.
It must be interesting in watching the kids that like make their own flavors. That like they're taking a little bit of everything. Do you guys give suggestions to people on the different mixes or?
So the suggestion I give to people that have never had a Kona Ice before and they're approaching the flavor wave, I say just look at them and pick maybe your top 2 or 3. Because they're mainly fruit flavors on there. And so they all kind of go together, but really just to pick out the top 2 or 3 that you would like best. But by far, the most popular flavor is the blue raspberry. Blue raspberry is just a very common comfort and good flavor that people will choose. And then we have another flavor called tiger's blood that a lot of the kids really, really like. And that is a combination of strawberry and coconut. So it's like a tropical fruit flavor that a lot of people really like, even if they don't know exactly that it's strawberry and coconut, they know they like that tropical flavor.
Cool. That is very cool. Because I'm thinking like for adults, I can get a pumpkin spice fireball.
Yes, that is a very good combination.
Yes.
And green apple and the cinnamon to the fireball makes like an apple pie.
Wow.
So we can do lots of different flavors too. Like there's a wedding cake that we have that's not on the flavor wave, but you can add wedding cake to almost any fruit flavor, strawberry or cherry, and it tastes like a strawberry upside down cake. So you can mix and match lots of different flavors. And we actually have on the side of the truck now a QR code that you can pull up, take a picture of, and it will pull up like a recipe list of different flavors that you can either ask for your server or make a combination on the flavor wave for like a strawberry daiquiri, for instance. So you can mix and match all those flavors and get, there's one called Monkey Beer that is root beer, and Monkey Business is banana flavored. So that does not sound like it would be good, but it's not bad. It's kind of a different flavor.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So that QR code can pull up all different kinds of recipes. And that also there's a separate QR code for our nutrition too. So you can see, and that is one thing I really liked about bringing Kona Ice to the area is it appeals to so many different people because it's low allergen, low calorie, and so we actually offer a sugar-free flavor or a sugar-free mix with stevia. So there's absolutely no calories whatsoever in that. It's the ice and sugar-free flavor. So anybody on a restricted diet, and sometimes that's our older community when we go to senior centers, can have it and have good flavor, absolute wonderful flavor, and not have to worry about that in their diet.
Fantastic.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask about like kind of that nutritional edge to things.
Yeah, and the regular blend that we have that's on the flavor wave is called Vita Blend. It's a Vita Blend mix, and that contains a vitamin C and vitamin D, and it's a lower sugar than our classic blend. So I did the math, my little science background. I took a 12-ounce Kona Ice and added 3 ounces of flavor, which is quite a healthy dose of any flavor, and weighed it out, and it's 97% hydration, and then only 3% of all of the flavors and anything in that flavoring, like the sugar, the dyes, any other thing. So it's really a very healthy alternative. There's no salt, there's no fat, so it's a very good source of refreshment, especially for athletes or pretty much anybody in the summer.
Right.
Doesn't weigh you down. Doesn't slow you down.
There you go.
Refreshing.
Especially on a really hot day too.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. It's very good hydration.
Cool. Well, I know that you've mentioned a lot of different events and such as we've gone through, like places you've been and such, but what are some of the more unique venues or events that you've been to?
Some of those that you may not think of a food truck and especially maybe a tropical food truck is weddings. We have done actually some weddings, and we have the opportunity to have we have stadium cups that are plastic that are reusable, and we can make those customized too. So we could have the bride and groom's name with a wedding date or any customization on that cup that could be a souvenir for the guests at the wedding. In a really good time, most of the time when we have been at weddings, it's after the wedding, but before the dinner begins when they're doing all the photographs. So we're kind of like the refreshment or the snack in between before the meal starts. And so it's lightweight again, it's not too filling. So it provides a perfect opportunity to have those cups come out and actually have people have a little bit of refreshment too.
Right. What a great idea, because sometimes that ends up being more of a cocktail hour, but some people don't want to get into that here you still have all the great flavors, and now everybody can use it no matter their age.
Absolutely. And we've also done a gender reveal party.
Oh,
so
neat.
We didn't even know. She said you have to bring both pink cups because we have color change cups that pink turn to purple or blue turn to purple. So she said you need to bring enough of both colors, and we're going to reveal what it is at the party by the cups that they get. And so we did, and it was a boy.
Wow.
So that was a really unique way to show at a gender reveal. We've also done one funeral because the gentleman who passed loved shaved ice. So we were brought in for his farewell, and that we were very honored to do that.
Wow.
That's so cool. Yeah, because in different traditions, like a wake, it's got a bit of a celebration atmosphere to it.
Yes.
So what a wonderful way to pay tribute to someone that they like that, to bring that in to share.
Yeah. That we felt very honored to do that. That was very nice.
Nice.
So those are the more unusual ones,
Right.
so, or not as typical. But
Yep.
we're always welcome. Pretty much any event that we can be at, we will be there.
Perfect. Now, what haven't we covered? I know we've covered so much.
I think that is about.
I wasn't sure if there's anything else you wanted to, and definitely the reminder on that chill out day. That's
One other thing about that I didn't mention very specifically is the allergens. One of the reasons that we are a favorite at schools is that we don't have the top 10 allergens, from tree nuts to nuts, shellfish, all of those gluten, all of the milk. Those allergies that could be kids exposed to, we don't have those in our product. So when we actually, if there's anyone that is concerned with that, we have that QR code that can go right to our allergen list, and they can see that for themselves if parents are concerned. Also with the nutrition and the sugar content if there's someone that's on a restricted diet. So that was just one thing I wanted to make sure people knew about.
Oh yeah, no, and I mean that is so good because any parents that have kids that have allergies, it is such a downer when they're going to a party and, I can't have this, or I can't have this, or you have to watch that. To be able to know that that's not an issue.
Yes.
And that they can, the confidence to be able to enjoy that.
Yes. Yeah. We're very happy to do that. And there are parents that still will come up and say, nothing's changed, right? You're still, and I go, yep, you're good. And we appreciate that they ask every time, because you don't know.
Yeah,
but it does give the kids and the school some confidence to know that we try and be as safe as possible.
Excellent. So such an important thing to focus on, because you service so many. I'm sure in any given year, I'd be curious to know how many different people end up kind of going through your truck. I bet you.
We should. It's the way that we count the most, how many people we serve, is by our spoons. We have boxes of spoons by the thousands, because of course we have different size cups, and then there's the refill cups that come back. So we can tell how much we go through by how many spoons we give out, because usually it's one. Sometimes people share, and that's fine too if they want 2 or 3 spoons. But that's really the best way that we can tell by how many. I should actually go back and count that up. We've never really counted up.
I'd be curious for that.
Spoons that we've gone through.
Because I'll tell you, I have lost track of how many different places and occasions that I have seen one of your trucks at.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not just manufacturing that we do. Well, usually middle of the night, it's more manufacturing and business. But we go to parties at any time. We start daycares at 9 a.m. during the summer, and we will stay at parties until 10 o'clock at night or later, and some festivals even later than that. So,
oh my goodness, you are a small business owner for sure.
Yeah.
You get to work any 80 hours a week you want, right?
Yeah, exactly. If we have room on that calendar, we will try and make it there.
Well, and that's the amazing thing, because I did not expect you to say 2 trucks. I expected the number to be larger, because we do see you in so many different places in the county.
All over.
That's
yes.
right.
And everybody knows you,
Yes.
And certainly our daughter, she's always very excited about it. And I'm kicking myself because we had a graduation party last year. Like, oh, that would have been so great.
Yeah, it's a good surprise, even for the high schoolers too. I mean, it's a big for many schools and kids. It's a part of what they did in school, what they remember. The fun days. Their best day ever that year is when Kona comes. So it is. We love to do graduation parties too.
Awesome. Yeah. All happy occasions, right?
Yes. Yep. So don't hesitate. If anyone is out there, don't hesitate to ask for an event. If it's on our calendar is open, we'll be sure we can do it. Love to do it.
A lot of personalization that way.
Yes,
really,
yes, absolutely.
Make the experience your own. So how do people find out more information? We'll have stuff in the show notes, but why don't we go ahead and read off what your website, socials, that kind of thing.
Sure. We have email tends to be the best way to reach us. We have an event coordinator. We have a lovely event coordinator, Vicki, who will take emails and those requests and get the calendar confirmations are all through email. So the email is my first initial and last name. So it's SDUNN at Kona-ice.com. That's a quick, easy way. You can also call. We certainly answer the phone too. You can call at 517-626-4116. And our Facebook page, Kona Ice of Brighton. So it's the Facebook page, Kona Ice of Brighton. And you can message us or have all that information for our email and phone number are there too.
Fantastic. Well,
That is
this
so
has
cool.
been very educational. I didn't realize just how, widespread and all the things that you guys were doing with it. And it's just fantastic to hear.
Well, I
the
really
story.
appreciate being here. The community has welcomed us, and I'm again so blessed that we are all over the county, and it's just a very good feeling. I love the product. I love that we give back to the community with fundraisers, and that we can service so many different people with it and bring some joy. We're going to a party and delivering smiles wherever we go.
Exactly. The biggest thing I learned out of it is all the mocktails you guys have. So I have been missing out for years that my kids go get it, and I'm not walking up to pick out a flavor, and now I need to do that.
Yes, yeah. You can ask your server what other flavors, what additional flavors are there, and ask for some flavors, and we'll have some.
Wonderful.
Also, the sugar-free is not on the flavor wave. If you need a sugar-free flavor, just ask. We always have 2 flavors on board, usually always blue raspberry because that's our most popular if you need a sugar-free one.
Cool.
Just ask.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Stephanie. This has really been educational and fun to learn more about Kona Ice.
Well, thank you, Angela.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, again, thank you for coming. Everyone out there, please check them out on Facebook, head to their website, reach out for any events. And if you are out in the community and you see the truck, stop on by and get some Kona Ice. And coming up on April 15th, be on the lookout for flags in the truck. Yes.
Kona Ice.
It's free Kona Ice. So thanks again, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can find podcasts, we are there. So thanks again, and welcome to Livingston.